Hey, what's up guys? This is Tanoi Senhai here with another Civ 4 Beyond the Sword playthrough. And we're back with the Carthaginians. Let's just go over real quickly what happened in the last set of turns, up until about turn 101. So we started off in this peninsula area, and we found out we were pretty boxed in actually by the Chinese, which were here, and actually the Portuguese, which are up in the northwest. So we decided to go into a wartime economy. We could pop some iron, which is really good for us, and we put out a bunch of swordsmen and basically took over the Chinese. So killed 4 cities. We got Beijing, and we're in a much better situation than we were when we started. So that's gonna be good for us. The problem is that we now are sandwiched between the Spanish and the Portuguese. So yeah, this is we have to figure out how to deal with this because we can try to take this fourth city here and kind of consolidate our land, but that leaves Beijing really open to, I guess, two borders here, really. And, you know, looking at the way that Joao and Isabella are kind of getting along right now in terms of like their diplomatic relations and sharing the same religion, I'm not sure that trying to play the diplomatic front with Isabella and the Portuguese and hoping that I don't get declared on and get Beijing owned is the best course of action here. I think what I really need to do is actually be a little bit more aggressive on expanding my empire so that I have enough territory I can really feel like I can reasonably protect what I have. So instead of consolidating this stuff, what I think I'm going to do is actually churn out a bunch of units and just take out Joao. I'm going to take out Joao because he's closer to me than Isabella, and I really think that's going to give us the best chance of having a strong kind of mid to late game. So that's the plan. We did pretty well taking out China, but we got to take out the Portuguese now. So how do we do that? Well, we have all the techs that we need really. What I want to do is move towards civil service because it's going to allow me to pick up macemen. I'm going to need machinery for that as well. So I'll pick up civil service first, mainly for bureaucracy. Along the way, I'm going to get code of laws for courthouses, which is going to be really good. Assuming that I take out the Portuguese, I'm going to want to get these courthouses in to make sure my empire doesn't get out of control in terms of costs. And I'm going to go the currency route. I don't need meditation or priesthood, so even though it takes a longer amount of time, I'm actually just going to go through currency to pick up all these techs. And I'm going to pick up alphabet as well because I want to make sure that I can do tech trades, especially if I'm going to force Joao into an early kind of peace treaty or a ceasefire for whatever reason. I want to allow him to give me techs and stuff like that in exchange for a few turns of peace. So alphabet's just really good for tech trading. I'm going to pick up currency and then code of laws and civil service because those would be good for my sprawling empire. And I'm going to kill Joao. So I'm going to get just a couple more buildings here. I'm going to get a monument here for a little bit of extra happiness. I don't really see the need for revolting to slavery. I think I can put out as many catapults as I need without whipping my cities. So I'm really just going to focus on chopping a bunch of stuff to get Beijing online and then just going directly into granaries once I get these last two buildings set up. So, sorry, going directly into catapults once I get these last two cities set up. So yeah, that's the plan. I think I can turn research on until I get alphabet. Actually, it might actually be better just to wait until I get the scientist, the great scientist out because I'll be able to use that. So I'll keep research off until I get that academy set up. And yeah, other than these two buildings and that great scientist, it's going to be and getting Beijing set up, it's going to be all unit production. So granaries out. Time to go for the catapult. Let's actually make sure I'm working some hammer stuff here. It's going to be really nice because I have a bunch of workers that um, I can use to get Beijing chopped and ready to rock pretty soon. I also am going to go ahead and hook up this corn because I need the health for Utica. So, and yeah, I actually could reasonably think about just consolidating my 4 cities and going for maybe like a cultural victory or something like that. I'm okay with not going that particular route because I have all these swordsmen, and these guys are going to be much more useful, obviously, for taking over cities. So since I already have all those hammers invested in that army, I might as well use it. It's kind of the idea there. So let's go ahead and control alt me some catapults. I need to get a road built out to the west. I believe I have all the tiles that I need here. Yeah, that's correct. So I really just need to get a road built out to the west so that I can get units to the front more quickly. And I'm just going to go ahead and get my units into position once these guys, I believe this guy's ready to rock, right? Yeah. Now, the other thing that I have to think about is, Isabella and Joao, and actually I should just open borders with Isabella right now. Isabella and Joao are actually going to be fairly allied, and because of their mutual religion here. And so I just got to keep that in mind. There's a really strong chance that Isabella decides to go to war with me because I mess with Joao, who's one of her good friends, basically. So just got to keep that in mind. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the first city here. Let's go ahead and rest up. I also have this great general. So what I'm basically going to do is put out an axeman. I don't have horses, so I can't build a chariot, but basically going to get an axeman with a very strong healing trait, and that's going to allow me to have an army that just kind of tears through the Portuguese lands. And you can see, look, Joao's already encroaching on my territory, and I'm bound to see the same stuff from Isabella. So, right, yeah, it's going to be. I definitely need to think about how this is all going to play out because if I don't take out these cities very quickly, by the time I get rid of Portugal, Isabella could already be breathing down my neck. So yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting war that I'm trying to wage here. What would be really nice is if I could expand these borders and get right near Lagos, and then I could just attack. I could declare war and attack right away. That would prevent the Portuguese from building another unit here. That would be really big for me. So chopping this library out is going to be pretty important. And I might actually even go into a monument in the city just so I can keep these cultural borders open. Although maybe that would be overkill. That might actually be overkill. Get on my heroes of the sword. Yeah, 2 swordsmen for the city. The smaller number of swordsmen I use in the city, the more I can use to kind of dig into most of Portuguese terrain. Although I actually don't really know where his capital is, so we'll just have to go with what we can see for now. Alrighty. Yeah, I just got to really keep in mind what Isabella is going to be doing here. So if she declares war on me, I'm going to have to build some axemen here to keep this city safe, I think. Okie dokie, and you need to be control alted. Very nice. Great. Got some Judaism in my capital, I guess. Where'd it go? Where'd I get Judaism? Oh, Beijing? I don't know. Utica. Cool. That's my axeman. Let's go ahead and pick up Great General here, and yep. So that's cool. I'll have a healer unit there, which will be really helpful in waging this war. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Got the roads set up, got my catapults coming out. This great scientist is going to pop very soon, next turn. That's going to come out. I'm going to be able to go full-on alphabet. Yeah, this could be really good. Okay. Yeah, so that is a lot of healing. I'm basically going to heal people in my tile and adjacent tiles by a whole bunch. That's really good. And then I guess I'll pick up the movement range so that I can act sort of like a chariot and really get around very easily. Got my great scientist out It's going to be super awesome for us. And I'm just going to keep chopping forests until I can get enough hammers and enough catapults. I want to get like 6 catapults, I think. That's going to be a good number for me to feel like I can feel confident in taking over as many cities as possible. I really, really don't want this war to last a long time at all. I really need to make sure that I can kill and take over as much of Portugal's territory as quickly as possible. Yuck, he's getting a swordsman down here. That's not so good. So, right. Cool. Got a library. We're going to go ahead and start on a barracks, and then I can start making more stuff. Oh, wow. Drow converted to Buddhism. Wow, so that's really big for us, actually. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to wage a war and not risk getting declared on by Isabella, so that'll be good. So now we got the academy in here. Should speed up our research by quite a bit. Got my super awesome unit. Got a bunch of catapults coming out. Going to need to chop out the barracks here. And we're looking pretty solid. Just got to get a couple more catapults out and I'll be able to go. And the really important thing here is I'm going to need to make sure that I don't stop building these catapults. I really need to just have a bunch of units and I really need to take Drow out as quickly as possible. It's going to be extremely important. Got it. Continuing to chop out to get Beijing online as quickly as possible. Oh wow, Christianity, the holy city, huh? That is interesting. Yeah, that's gonna mean that I have to go very soon. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... Right. I'm gonna need to pull off a unit and take the city over soon. The reason why I want to do that is because Lagos is going to open borders soon and it's going to really quickly win the culture war. And I might even need to attack this turn. I might actually, you know what, I think I need to attack this turn. Because if the borders expand here, it's going to be a lot harder to take this city. Yuck. That's really a bummer, because I might not even be able to take it with these 3 units. So... yeah, I think we need to go right now. Okay, can I get there? I can't even get there. That's a bummer. Okay, maybe I can wait 1 turn. We're going to wait 1 turn, and then we're going for it. And hopefully that's not going to be... it's not going to be too late. So I should actually probably hook up that gold as well because I need that happiness. So... yeah. I'm not going to convert for you, I'm sorry. I would have, I think, if they were still alive. Well, actually, I don't know what I would have done in the other situation. If Joao and Isabel still had the same religion, I might have converted, actually. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and get an axeman here, just in case, you know, for protection. And then we'll start into swordsman production. But I need to take the city now. So, without further ado, I give you wartime. Let's do it, Joao. Okay. Napoleon is angry. That might have been from before, though. Got it. Okay. Cool. So Isabel, I don't think I have a strong risk of getting declared on by Isabel, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take this stuff out. I would love to take over the Christian Holy City, but I think... is this in a good location for me? I mean, I guess it's gonna overlap with these tiles with Beijing. It is the Christian holy city. This is a tough one, and it's gonna pick up those silks. And I guess, do I still have? It is the Christian holy city. I think I might need to keep this. I really don't want to because it's like not ideally placed, but I might just need to keep it because it's a holy city, and I'll be able to use that to, if I can pull out a great profit, I could probably make a lot of money from that. So you know what? Let's go ahead and keep it. So now we're going to go down here under the cover of the forest. And yeah, I'm going to need to get a worker over there pretty soon just so that I can build more roads and continue this war pretty handily. Oh, shoot. I needed to move this guy. Got it. Yeah, you come up here and get healed as well. You need to get your rear in gear. And yeah, here we go. So basically what I'm doing with my catapults is I just city raider upgrade them and I suicide them into a city. The collateral damage more than makes up for, you know, anything. I can basically take the city with a garbage unit now, which is, you know, well, guess it didn't work out that time, but it just makes it a lot easier to take over cities. I don't usually bombard until I get units that can really do a significant amount of work with bombarding. Hey, what's up, Native Americans? Worst enemy of Napoleon and Huayna Capac. Definitely want this city. It's got iron and sheep. I think that could be pretty good for us. Start on a library. Actually, let's go ahead and start on a monument at both of these cities. So cool. And I think I can go ahead and pick up these workers with my super awesome healer unit. The rest of my boys are going to move up here. And I believe I need to get a worker over there to start. Well, I have this worker, so I'm going to want to start some roads pretty soon. Gonna build a lot. I'm gonna start. I think I already mentioned this. I want to start automating my workers soon. It's generally not the best practice to do, but especially when you're doing a let's play, it's just I don't want to have to bore you guys with incessant micromanaging of those units. So yeah, let's go ahead and take out this guy. And we're gonna leave one dude back here for defense. We're gonna keep on trucking. So sit tight for a minute. We want our healer dude to go with everyone. Chopping a bunch of stuff out here. Let's go ahead and get this guy hooked up. So yeah, it's been basically 16 turns, and we've been able to be really productive with this war already, so that's going to be really good for us. I don't know why I moved that worker over here. You don't need to be over here, do you? I guess you don't really need to be over here either. Huh. Yeah. Alright, you go ahead and take care of this city. Do 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 do. So cool. Probably going to shut off research after currency. Maybe, maybe not. It's definitely on the table. Okay, do I need to heal is the first question. I do need to heal. Let's heal one turn. And then we'll go ahead and just ride over there and see what's to the west. Another thing I need to start working on actually when I'm waging wars, just have a good idea of where the enemy cities are. Like I just never really do any recon. Seems like an obvious point, but it's definitely something that I miss. So, yuck. Not farmed. Yuck. Cool. Oh wow, there's a city right there. Okay, I'll be able to take that city out fairly easily actually. Let's actually break off a couple guys to go take care of that mess. And then I'll go ahead and move the rest of my army deeper into Portuguese territory. This road is already paying pretty huge dividends for us, just being able to get units out to the front a couple turns quicker. Things like that really matter when you're waging a war that you need to get done fast. So, yeah, what do I want this city to do? It's got some sheep and some iron already, so it's going to be pretty okay. Probably should just chop out this monument. Okie dokie. So you guys are ready to rock. Let's first take out this city if I can. And I don't want this city, I don't believe. I didn't even give me the option. So, yeah, what's up here? Oh, nice. Okay. Still being pretty efficient with this war, I must say. Been able to kick out a bunch of units, and we're not wasting a lot of time. But I want to keep it up. I don't know where his capital is yet, so I got to figure out where that is. And that's really going to make it much easier for me to figure out how much longer I need to be building units. We got currency coming in just a minute here. The builder in me really, really, really wants to stop building units and start building buildings, but we're almost done with this war. Gotta stay disciplined about that. Who's this guy? Yeah, you... Actually, let me see if I can take out the city. Another thing that I try to do is I try to take out the cities because I'll push back borders, and if I push back borders, then maybe I can get a few movement steps because there are roads here. So like if I push back these borders far enough, I can get a little bit deeper into Joao's territory without wasting a move here. So yeah. Okay. Looks like I didn't really get all... Well, actually I can come down this way, so that's pretty good. So the rest of you guys are going to come down here. Oh wow, there's Lisbon. Is there... all these worker tasks... I really am just going to start to automate these guys. I don't want to deal with this too much. Ooh, I should have roaded down here, actually. I want to road down here just in case I get declared on by Isabella. Because I want to be able to get to respond to any units from the south easily. Now, where was I? I was checking out... You actually chill out here, and you come up here. I wanted to see if the river... I think that looks like the end of the river, so I'm actually... If I get to this tile, I won't have to attack across the river, so that'll be really good. Wow, and there are not a lot of units there. Okay, okay. I think we're looking pretty solid here. Again, don't want to get complacent. That was not what I wanted to do. Don't want to get complacent. I want to make sure that I get stuff out as quickly as possible so that I can just end this war and then move back into consolidating my empire. Wait, what? Did I lose my healer? That's just dumb. Yikes. Oh man, that's not good. Oh well. Looks like he's moving out another settler here. Don't like the look of that. And I moved up all my units here because I wanted to heal, but I guess that's not going to work anymore. So that's a bummer. Start chopping to get that city online. That's really a bummer that I lost that healer. That having a healer unit makes it so much easier to wage war. And that's just really a bummer. Okay. What do I want to do with this city? I guess since he has an academy, I should get some cottages up. Man, really? I lost Subutai? That's pretty weak sauce if you ask me. Yeah, you go ahead and defend that. Cool. 3 units there. I can take that with all that. Man, I really can't believe I lost my healer. That just stinks. I bet you there's another city down here that I'm going to have to eventually take, so let's get some units en route to that. Now, can I kill this? 4 units. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. I have a bunch of catapults en route, I believe, as well, so... Let's see how we doing. Alright. That sucks. Not killing that first unit is big because now that unit's going to be able to get a promotion. So I'm going to have to, like, I might have to suicide 2 units next turn. But it was worth trying to take the capital because I would have pushed the borders back by quite a bit. And then I would have been able to be a little bit more strategic with where I move my new units. And I would have been able to move them further because I wouldn't have to, like, trudge through all this culture. So it was worth it, but it's a bummer that it didn't work out. I'm actually just going to... I'm assuming that I'm not going to need to do any more bombarding, and I should probably just head... probably start heading down to the southwest. Wait, I had another catapult here? Oh, no. That's right. Okay. Got it. Probably shouldn't be moving catapults out like that so brazenly onto Portuguese terrain, but whatever. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah, the sort of lack of that healer unit is really setting me back here. Like, a lot of these units aren't going to be able to heal very quickly, and that's just going to make this war last a lot longer than it should. So, got our granary out. Going to pick up a library now. Let's go ahead and help Lagos get set up. So that Spearman's back up to snuff, but I'll probably be able to take him out very quickly here. Don't really want to lose a unit. I don't really want to use this unit. Let's use this guy. I lost him. Not so good. That's okay, though, because we got this. Definitely going to take over the capital. It's got some good stuff around it. Let's go ahead and start on a monument. Let's go ahead and heal up some of these guys. Huh. I was trying to move the swordsman on top of these catapults to protect it from some of these units, but oh well. Okay, so cool. So we have the capital. We just need to get a couple of more. I don't know how many cities he has left. Looks like he's got 2 cities left, so I think I do. I mean, I do have the option of kind of stopping this war and waiting, kind of waiting until I built up some more units and taking out the rest of the cities. But I think I kind of want to just power through and get the job done. If I kill him, then I don't have to worry about like unhappiness in these cities. I don't have to worry about just having to just deal with that again. I don't really want to spend a lot of time on wartime anymore. I need to shift into better economy. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4 units. That's not going to be the easiest city to take over, I'll tell you that. And it's still pretty big, so I'll probably be able to whip out a bunch of stuff as well. You can see just like, I mean, this guy's going to take 3 turns to heal in a city. It would have taken probably 2 out in the open field near Oporto if I had my healer unit. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm really bummed out about losing that healer unit. It's just making this last a lot longer than it should. Okay, go to mode all units. Let's go ahead and get over here. Yeah. Swordsman. Just chill out. Good news is I'm going to pick up Code of Laws, which will be really good. He's coming out with another settler, man. I just don't get it. Do I want to do this? I don't want to do this yet. I'll figure out diplomacy in just a minute once I get this war kind of taken care of. And then I can kind of worry about that kind of stuff. And Joao goes back to Judaism. Interesting. It's not going to save you now. Also want to figure out where Coimbra is, I guess the last remaining Portuguese city. So that guy's at 50% defense. Yeah. It's got 1, 2, 3 units to defend. This is actually dicey. Got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 I got 4 catapults. I mean, 4 catapults should be able to do it. Let's see. This guy's gonna be mad, right? If I take out, yeah. Let's actually have this axeman come out here and see if I can nip this settler issue in the bud. I don't want this guy settling. That is going to make Beijing mad, but I can deal with that for just a little bit. No, you're not getting construction for that cheap. Oh, I found a Confucianism. That's pretty interesting. Keep building swordsmen. Very well. Wait, did I found Confucianism? It's been found in Lagos. Cool. Can't complain about a religion. Okay, what's happening? Good. Took out that thing. Let's go ahead and go over here to take care of that thing. Go ahead and take care of that thing. And I'm going to re-cottage this farm. Gonna start building roads. Yeah. Because I don't have all my catapults in position yet, I'm going to go ahead and bombard this Bombardo Porto to get it down to as low defense as possible. But I should have enough to suicide in as soon as all these units get in place. Fusion Missionary. That's really cool. Is that a double Holy City? So yeah, so I could actually come up with some interesting strategies around that once I get out of this war. It's actually really cool because I have well, I don't want to get into this too deeply just yet, but basically I have a pretty strong city over here that's near the riverside, so that I could get a lot of food out of this city, so I could have a lot of specialists basically. That's really interesting. I also have a double holy city, so I can try to figure out how to get a lot of growth in here and you just basically make that a money city for me. And then I could probably figure out another city that's just going to churn out units. I mean, this guy's already doing pretty well with hammers. I'm at 18 base production. So, but I think I want a lot more than that. But basically, having a very strong finance city and a strong great person city can be a really effective way to kind of just set up like a strong civilization based on those two cities. So that's cool. That's really cool. Alrighty. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and I've got 4 things in a catapult. I think I just gotta go for it. Oh yeah. Definitely doing quite a bit of damage here. Yeah, this is gonna be a very sound, a resounding defeat or victory. Very cool. Okay. Looks like we have one more city left to take here. And then we're ready to rock in terms of just building out our empire. So, pretty cool. Very, very, very cool. I was actually pretty worried about this start because it just seemed like, there was so much that could go wrong, really. Like, I really needed to make sure that I won 2 wars very quickly if I was going to be successful with the start. And it's just looking like we've kind of pieced it together, so I'm not completely out of the woods yet. I think I can stop catapult production because I'm not going to get any more units over there in the time that I need them in. Let's go ahead and start on courthouses. I guess I can leave that one catapult to finish, but pretty much now I need to just go back into empire mode. Discovered a source of iron. Oh, get out of here. That's a 7 hammer tile. Wow. Well, can't make that stuff up. So yeah, I really want to get the courthouses together because that's really going to boost my just economy because I just don't have. I'm paying a lot in maintenance. Let me just see how much I'm paying in Lisbon. Yeah, like 8. I'm losing 8 a turn for maintenance. So I'll be able to cut into a lot of that based on just getting out those courthouses. Courthouses actually, they work very specifically, and I don't remember exactly how they work, but I know that I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. I should have moved over here. Okay. Axeman, Archer, Archer. Anyway, so courthouses actually have a very specific like math regarding them, and I don't actually remember how they work. I used to know, but I don't anymore. But they're actually a useful mechanic to learn about, especially if you're the kind of civ that warmongers a lot, just because, being able to maintain a large empire that you get from warmongering is an important skill to have. I'm going to go ahead and make this guy a medic, because when I get a new great general, I'm going to want this guy to be my new medic unit. Failed to spread Confucianism. That's a bummer. Oh wow. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. Yeah, I think I'm good on units all around, so I can go ahead and just try to Napoleon on City Wall. I think I can just go ahead and try to start building infrastructure while I take this last city out. Looking pretty good here. I'm not going to be able to work a couple tiles in here, but I think that's okay. Some of this is desert. I don't really like these tiles, but I just need to be able to make sure I take over this part of the map so that, like, you know, Isabella doesn't do stuff like this, which is just obnoxious. I'm going to need to make another decision about war with Isabella after I take care of Joao. What a jerk. Okay. What are you doing? I'm going to start automating my workers. Actually, you can come up here. I'm sure I can find stuff for you to do up here. I do want to start automating my workers soon, though. I'm spending a lot of time managing them that I just don't want to do. Okay. Why don't you come help out over here? Civil service is going to be good for the city because we'll be able to spread irrigation in places, and I'm going to need that for that city. Yeah, look, in 29 turns we accomplished a lot. We almost, you know, I mean, we were basically, our side of the map was this stuff, and now we're all the way over here. So you can just see, you can see how quickly war can really boost your, boost the size and just power of your empire. So if you do it right. And hopefully this should be it. There it is. And I don't want the city, so long. Yeah, that's awesome. Set up with a goal in mind. Took us 30 turns. We took over all of the Portuguese lands. Looks like we're going to be pretty good on our side of the empire. And let me see if I got anything. Oh, whoa. Wow. The Great Lighthouse. That's actually really interesting because I can actually place a lot of coastal cities and leverage that trade route bonus. So Fishing Village is like the obvious first kind of city that I would want to found, but then also a couple cities up here. There are furs up here and some whales that are interesting. So yeah, that's actually really cool. Picked up the Great Lighthouse, picked up a double holy city, which is huge. I mean, this guy's already getting 11 culture return just from religions. And if I can get some great profits out, which might go back to this sort of great person city, you know, I could really be sitting pretty in terms of the late mid-game here. So yeah, overall it's looking pretty good. I think this actually might be a really good place to take a break, take stock of what we're doing, and come back with another segment sometime soon, guys. Yeah, this is actually looking really good for us. Before, you know, we kind of just had Beijing, and that was all right, and then now we have all of the Portuguese lands. There's some good land here. We'll be able to take that over. That'll be really good for us. Now we got to solve the problem of what to do with our cities, mainly Fishing Village, what our plans are for the double holy city, and what to do about, you know, Isabella. She's being pretty cavalier with her cities. We might just want to take her out once and for all. So cool. Gonna finish out this turn. I think we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with another segment pretty soon for you guys. Just round out a couple things here. Take care of all my units. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just rest up for now. And man, this is a long turn. Yeah, so that should wrap it up for us. I'm gonna take a quick break, and we'll come back with another segment for you guys pretty soon. I'll see you guys next time for another Let's Play Civilization walkthrough.